Hey, what is up guys, it is Delusionist here from Zinexeon.com and I am here to tell you how to make money in Entropia universe. Now this guide is especially for people that have started off on Calypso, but if you haven't started on Calypso, you can just, get a ride over to Cali, go to Camp Icarus and, you can start the guide from here. You follow exactly what I do. It's not a problem. You don't have to start on this planet. But if you are on Calypso and you want to make some money in Entropia universe, this is the guide for you. Now what you're going to need for doing this is the VCE MK1. This is an item in your inventory in the tools section. Every single person will have this item. You start off with it when you join the game. Now this item is used for sweating monsters. And sweat is used for construction and also for creating mind essence. Now mind essence is an ammunition used by people that use mind force chips. It's higher level mind force chips though. But that's basically what it's used for. We're not going to bother crafting anything. All we're going to do is collect the sweat, sell it to people. So what you want to do when you first come into the game, because you haven't got much money, your skills are really low, you need to level up your skills as quickly as possible. Now, what I recommend that you do, a lot of people say go to the sweat camps. They're basically areas on the map where you get loads and loads of people all standing around one really super powerful monster all sweating it at the same time, and it's a very quick way of getting sweat. The problem is the monster doesn't attack you that often and it doesn't level up your evade skills, and in my opinion evade is possibly one of the most important skills to have in this game because it determines how often a monster using melee attacks will hit you. So you need a very, very high evade skill. Now what I recommend that you do straight away is head over to Cape Corinth. So we're going to do that now. Okay guys, so basically just head over to the teleporter. Everyone will have this teleporter location when they start off in Entropia universe. And that is for Half Moon Bay. And there it is. So you just want to teleport to there straight away. Okay, so when you arrive at Half Moon Bay, this is what the place will look like. You need to head directly behind this building. Essentially, I'm going to show you where we're heading to on the map. This is Cape Corinth over here, and that is where you need to go. Okay, so once you're behind the building at Half Moon Bay, you just need to head through this little dip in the hills. Basically what we want to do is get out of the area of Half Moon Bay so we can spawn our vehicle and just drive over there. Okay, here we go. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner, this little symbol here has now gone green. That means I can spawn vehicles. So I'm going to spawn my little buggy. All of you should have one of these, especially if you went through Thule. You should have a starting vehicle. Now we're just going to head straight over to Cape Corinth now, and hopefully not get eaten by any nasty monsters. Now this journey will take a little while, but I'm going to, keep showing you where to go. I'm not going to cut forward or anything, because you guys will need to follow me. Once you get up on these cliffs, it's a lot easier to get over there. It's just a straight run. But the vehicles in this game have really rubbish traction. Come on, get up the hill. You can do it! Yeah! Okay, and now already you can see Cape Corinth. That tall white building in the distance, that's where we're heading to. Okay, what you want to do is really avoid these mobs that are around here. They're not going to be here all the time. This is the Uamon migration, and these are Longtooths. So once the Uamon migration is over, those monsters won't be there. But if you do see them, avoid them like the plague. Seriously, you have no chance against them when you're new to the game. I mean, I struggle to kill them at the moment, and my highest combat skill is level 22. So. Okay guys, so here we are at Cape Corinth. Can't drive in, that's a shame. Basically, just get out your vehicle here and pick it up, make sure it's in your inventory. And we're going to head over to the teleporter location, because you will need to grab the teleporter location in order to be able to teleport here in the future, if you need to go back to Camp Icarus to sell your sweat or anything like that. Fun fact, this was actually the building that was at the newbie zone, the old newbie zone that is. It was really cool, the old newbie zone. I don't like Thule, hate it. Bloody snow. Okay, so out here, as you can see, there is a teleporter, and all you have to do is just walk over to it. Now, I already have this teleporter location, so it's not going to pop up with anything, but in the top left-hand corner of the screen, it should say, you know, teleporter location added. So, you'll have that teleporter location. Okay, what we're going to do now is head down to the beach, because that is where these Sabakuma hatchlings spawn, and that is what we're after. Okay, so you just go through this televator, drop down to floor number 1. And once you're outside the door, you can spawn your vehicle again. Okay guys, easy peasy. Now what you want to do is head left out of Cape Corinth, and the beaches are on our right hand side. Now, I don't recommend going for the first beach that you encounter. I recommend going to a beach further down. But we'll just go down here now for the sake of the tutorial, and I'll show you what the mobs look like. As you can see, there's a few little mobs here. These are the Sabakuma hatchlings I was talking about. Okay, so what you want to do is equip your VCE MK1 and get sweating. All you have to do is point it and fire like a gun, and it will keep making this sound. Every now and again, this green stuff will shoot out the end, and that's you're collecting sweat. You need to keep your crosshair hovering over the monster in order for it to successfully collect sweat. This might take you guys a long time to do, because you'll be new to the game, so your evade skill will be really poor. So these things will be hitting you a lot more than they're hitting me at the moment. I don't think this thing's landed a hit on me at the moment. As you can see, it's dry. Keep an eye on the main window, your chat window. And when you try to sweat and it says this creature's dry, or you may not acquire any more sweat from this creature, just check your inventory. See, we've got 10 vibrant sweat. Now it's still attacking us. We're not going to bother killing it. What we're going to do is just walk into the water and let it follow us. Unlike us, they can't swim, so all they do is sit on the ocean bed and drown. It's horrible, I know. And there we go, he's dead. And then you just go back to shore. Rinse and repeat, guys. Rinse and repeat. Seriously. This is the best way of getting the evade skill if you're new to the game, I find. This is exactly what I used to do when I was new to the game. Okay, guys, so we've got 10 sweat. You may be thinking, oh, what's that worth? Nothing. It's literally just worth nothing. What you need is stacks of 1,000 vibrant sweat. And yes, it's going to take you a long time, but this is essentially what to do if you don't want to deposit money into the game. Once you've got, say, 50,000 sweat, you can then sell that sweat for, you know, between, oh god, I think between 70 and 100 ped. Which is, you know, $7 to $10. Which, yeah, isn't a lot of money. It's going to take you an incredibly long time. I remember when I was doing it, I was doing 7,000 sweat a week. But this will greatly increase your evade skill. Skills can also be extracted from your character, and you can also make money off them. But I do not recommend doing this when you're a new player. Just collect the sweat, and, you know, get yourself a good amount of money. As I said, get about 50,000 sweat. It will also take you a long time to find buyers for it. All you need to do is go to Camp Icarus and just stand around saying, you know, selling sweat, you know, until someone buys it from you. It will take a long time to find buyers and to sell your sweat. But once you've got all the ped for your sweat, you can then start leveling up your laser pistol skills. Okay guys, so we're over at a trade terminal now. Basically, we're going to buy a weapon and lots of ammo. You can skip the whole first part of this video apart from getting to Cape Corinth if you decide to deposit some money in this game, which I highly recommend you guys do. For 10 bucks, you can skip collecting like 50,000 sweat. You know, and you can get straight into sweat hunting, which is a lot more interesting. You start leveling up your laser pistol skills and things like that. You know, so, I mean, it's a great game, guys. Just chuck 10 bucks at it, get yourself 100 ped, and just skip to this stage. But anyway, once you've got your 70 to 100 ped, either from selling sweat or depositing, just go up to a trade terminal. They can be found at the top floor of Cape Corinth. They can also be found at Camp Icarus and basically anywhere where there's an outpost. So just go up to the trade terminal. We're going to have a look at the weapons here. There are 2 weapons that I highly recommend for sweat hunting Sabakuma hatchlings. Now, this is the Omegaton M2100A1. Highly recommend that for new players. But there is also the Castorian Ian Knuckles B. I do not recommend using this item for new players. Yes, it can be used very effectively, just as effectively as the laser pistol for sweat hunting Sabakuma hatchlings. Problem is, leveling up your power fist skills is just pointless if you're new to the game. The power fists in this game are very, very rare. So once you've maxed the progression of this weapon out and you want to move up to a more powerful weapon, you can't because they're just so rare. Whereas with laser pistols and laser rifles, you have much more of a choice. But we're going to go ahead and just use the Castorian Ian Knuckles. Yeah, see, I like power fists, but I do highly recommend that you guys use laser pistols. Just, it's so cool. Anyway, guys, once you've got yourself your weapon, you need to go out and just kill stuff. Basically, in the top right-hand corner of your screen, you should see this little button with an arrow on it. This is your progression screen. Click on that, and it will bring up this little screen here. Now, what you want to do is keep an eye on this bar here. You can see the Castorian Ian Knuckles there, and it says 100. That means I'm as proficient as I can get with this weapon. That's what you need to do. Just keep killing things until the weapon you're using is listed as being like 100. Okay? Now, these are limited items that you get from the trade terminal. So once the durability is run out on them, you can't use them anymore. You just have to sell them back to the trade terminal. So just keep doing that, guys. Keep buying, you know, new guns and just going out killing more and more and more until your progression with that weapon is at 100. Now, once you've done that, you're finally ready to go out and start sweat hunting Sabakuma hatchlings effectively. Okay, guys, so if you followed my guide, you are now ready to continuously make a very small profit, but most importantly, level up your skills without any cost to yourself. So what we need to do is start off with our VCE MK1. And we need to sweat one of these Sabakuma hatchlings. There's one. Just sit him on his own. You can do this at a bit of a distance, guys, and just lure it over to you. I do recommend you do that. Don't just wade into 2 or 3 of them because they'll all attack you at the same time and you'll just get eaten. As you can see, guys, we've got 5 so far. Vibrant Sweat, because we had 10 earlier, so we've got 5 from this one, which means it's got 5 left. I think the amount of sweat that a monster can hold is equal to the amount of health it has, and these Sabakuma hatchlings have 10 health, so they have 10 sweat as well. Okay, guys, so I just skipped ahead because this guy took ages to get sweat out of. That happens every now and again. Every now and again you'll get a mob where you'll get sweat really, really quickly, and then you'll get another mob that will just keep hitting you at the wrong moment and interrupting your concentration when you're about to collect sweat from them. So you can see we've got 20 sweat now, 10 from earlier in the video and 10 from now. Once you've got 10 sweat from him, feel free to go ahead and smack him in the face. Or shoot him. Excellent, 3 shots. Now these weapons do 2.5 to 5 damage. You'll find that most of the time they'll do 3 or 3.5 damage. So you should kill these things in 3 shots. These weapons have a cost of 1.2 peck per hit or per shot. It's the exact same with the laser pistol that I showed you guys that I highly recommended that you get. It's got the same amount of cost as the Ian Knuckles. So you hit them 3 times, it's going to cost you 3.6 peck to kill them. You've already collected 10 sweat from them, which is worth anywhere from between 1.6 peck to 2 peck. So, you know, all we have to loot from these guys is like 2 peck and we'll be golden. So we're going to go ahead and see if he's got any loot. That was a really bad example. Okay, so some monsters won't carry any loot. Now, guys, don't get despondent. You just need to keep at it. Basically, you go out and you do this, what I've just done 100 times. So, essentially, you go out and you sweat hunt 100 Sabakuma hatchlings. You sweat them, and then once they're empty of sweat, you kill them, and then you loot them. Alright, basically what this does is, you'll end up with 1,000 sweat, which is worth 1.6 ped to 2 ped, depending on your buyer. I would try and sell it for 1.8 ped if you can. And then, of course, the loot that you get from killing them you know, will basically make it so you earn a profit. You have to sell the sweat, but yeah, you will make a profit. Basically, I used to sweat hunt these things all the time, and I found they drop on average about 2 pec each. So over the course of killing 100 of them, you'll end up with about 2 peds worth of loot. So you got 2 peds worth of loot and 1.8 peds worth of sweat, and it's going to cost you, you know, 3.6 ped to kill 100 of them. Well, about 3.6 ped. Basically, by doing this, you'll break even or make a tiny profit, because every now and again you'll kill one and it will drop like a huge amount of loot. For one of these, I mean, it will drop, say, 30 pecks worth of loot, which is a lot for these guys. You know, it's not a lot compared to some other monsters, but it's a lot for these guys. So yeah, and you just basically just keep rinse and repeating, guys. You'll find that you're breaking even or making a very tiny profit. But the most important thing is it's going to level up your skills. I've been doing this with a Power Fist, guys, but what you really want to do it with is the Omegaton M2100A1 laser pistol. It will level up your laser skills in both rifles and pistols, and then you can start moving up to better and better weapons. But to be honest, guys, this is the way that you can make a profit in Entropia Universe, albeit a small profit, and it may seem a little bit boring, but this is guaranteed to allow you to play the game for free and just level your skills for free. I know some people that do things like this and then just sell their skills and then just go and retrain all their skills, you know, and that's how they make money in the game. They don't make a lot, but you know, it's not costing them anything. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. But this is essentially the guide to Swunting on Planet Calypso for new people. So, yeah, guys, please let me know what you think in the comments. If you really like the video, please give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll carry on making awesome videos for you guys. Okay, well, I'll see you guys next time.